Hello and welcome to this edition of Dent Gaming. As always, I am your host Dent, and in this episode I play as Pathfinder and I get a solo win and also bring you the BFQ of the week. Enjoy the carnage. Alright guys, your BFQ of the week is going to be this Maluma Baby FB dude right here. Xbox player, just quits before the countdown even ends. Don't know why. Didn't really have a reason. Maybe he wanted to play Valkyrie. Maybe he's just a big baby. Just a big baby. I don't know. But pun intended there. Yeah, go get your diaper changed and try again next time there, Maluma. Anyway, that was your BFQ of the week. Enjoy the carnage. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into this tasty little morsel of a video here. Alright, as you can see, I'm loading in Pathfinder Solo. If you do catch me talking, I am on comms with a friend of mine. As you can see there, I just had a couple predators jump out into the lobby there, so I'm kind of like, okay, you know, this is probably going to be, you know, not one I win, because whenever I go against predators, I tend to die. But yeah, I'm gonna let this one roll right now because from the jump, because I get into some action here pretty quick. As you can see, there's actually quite a few people landing here. I don't know if they're all solos. I don't know what's going on, but I see that guy land there, and I'm like, okay, building next door, sure, pick up a Volt. Why not? Let's go. Okay. So I hear him coming, so I just get ready. I shoot, and he ends up shredding me here. So I come around the corner here. I do a swap, and I'm almost dead. I'm like, well, it's over for me. Just end up spraying in there and he dies, and I'm like, sweet. I hear someone else coming. I'm like, okay, so he's probably gonna catch me while I'm running away, so I'll just kind of make it a little harder on him. And then I end up getting away, and I think he doesn't know where I went, but I believe it was an Octane. So I just kind of come over here, loot up a little bit, you know, grab 2 close range weapons, and you know, after that I'm like, I guess I'll try to find some heals, I guess, because I don't have any heals. I mean, look at my health there, man. Someone breathes on me the wrong way and I'm down. That's when I hear this little Marvin. I'm like, please get purple. I end up getting blue, but that's okay because it gives me the med kit. It gives me, you know, sights and a mag. So I'm like, okay, I can't be too mad at that. I got an armor swap right here. I swap out for the Spitty, and then I go ahead and heal myself up. Yep, just going and healing myself up. And right now I know there's at least 2 more teams here. Or at least 2 more people. I don't really know if they're on teams or not. I heard some gunfire, but, you know, that's about it. So I go to push in to see what's going on. I hear the gunfire. I think it's at me, so I just kind of, like, crouch down and look around. I'm like, okay, where'd that come from? Who's shooting it? You know, what are we doing here? Do they know I'm here? You know, I just got a lot of questions flying through my head right now. But I can see him running along the trail there, and he runs behind that building. And I'm like, okay, he's in the building I just looted. That's cool. There is absolutely nothing in that building, so I'm not really worried that he's going to get anything that'll give him the upper hand in the fight. I mean, I'm running a Spitfire, you know, and yeah, I can see him looting. He's not really picking up really anything that would save him. So I'm like, I'm going to wait for him to go to the next building, and then I'm going to use his footsteps to mask mine and go in. So as he's running in, right here, I accidentally hit the slide, and I'm like, oh. So I kind of crouch. I'm like, whatever, he knows I'm coming. So I just go in there, and I'm like, he's hiding in the corner, isn't he? And then I hear a little Octane fall, and I'm like, yeah, he's hiding in the corner. What an idiot. I know you're there, dude. So I proceed to light him up. Right here, I'm like, oh, he's got a teammate or a res shield. So I go ahead and thirst. Then I go ahead and look. I'm like, okay, no res shield. He's got to have a teammate. He's probably going to be coming soon. And I am very right in my analysis, because right after that, you know, Bloodhound's like, I'm coming. So I decide to go ahead and get over the building and act like I'm running away. Right here, I wanted to mantle this building and just kind of like stay up, or no, I'm sorry, not the building, but this wall here, and it would not let me stay up there. And I was kind of getting pissed off. I'm like, would you please just get up there? Because I'm trying to kill this dude. And then right there, he pops out of my reticle, doesn't know I'm there, he's looking around. And then I hear him loot. And I'm like, you're an idiot, dude. So I just go ahead and take him out, and that's that for that squad. After that, I go ahead and rotate. I end up hiding behind a rock, waiting for the ring to close. That was a tongue twister. I end up hearing some footsteps. I'm on comms with my buddy. You can hear me in the background there say, there's a guy by me. That's pretty much asking him, please be quiet, because I'm solo and I don't have any backup, and I don't know how many there are or what they are. So, yeah, anyway, so I can hear him kind of running around. Um, at first, I thought it was a. At first, I thought it was an octane. I made that noise right there, and then the mirage sound effect went off because he threw a mirage right here. And I'm like, okay, mirage. I track him. He's going this way. That one really could have went either way right there. I saw he went down, but he didn't. He didn't just turn into a coffin. So I just go ahead and heal up. I'm like, he's got a buddy. He has to have a buddy. His buddy's probably good, and he's like the scout, but whatever. No one pushes, so I'm like, well, maybe he's just got a res shield. So I kind of look for him. I'm like, okay, he disappeared. Don't really know where he went. I heard something out of my right. On my right ear, so I kind of come around the corner, and there he is, and he's like, oh, dude, I'm out. So I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, man, thanks for the free loot. You're probably wondering how I got in this position with a team above me here. Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing at the time. It was just, I kept sneaking up on them, and they didn't know I was there. Neither team knew I was here, and it's just very fortunate for me that I had a extended mag Spitfire, because this. So yeah, right here she shows me the purple shield. I know it's the Mirage that's got the other shield. In a panic there, I accidentally grabbed the purple armor and then went straight back to the red. And I'm like, whatever, I'll just heal it. I don't care. The other squad's probably coming in to kill me. I can hear them shooting. But yeah, ironically, no. Other team is not coming in to kill me. They're holding their zone. I guess they don't know how many of me there are, and they really don't know enough. So they hit me there, and they saw that I had red. So I go ahead and take him out. Little did they know I didn't have any health, so if they would have pushed in, I would have just got absolutely destroyed. But like I said, they saw the red, and they're like, oh, there could be two of them. They could both have red. They just wiped that squad pretty quick. And they didn't push. They just figured they had advantage because of ring. But yeah, they don't. They actually let me rotate out without any gunfire. I don't know if it's because they don't know where I rotated, or they were busy rotating themselves and they weren't paying attention. But I mean, I ran out in the middle of a field. I used my grapple and slung myself wildly into the air. So I have no idea. I have no idea how they didn't know where I was. Yeah, and then I actually flung some thermites, and they were, for some reason, looking behind them. Like, I did not expect that. I don't know. One of the tag guys was only a level 15, so I guess he really didn't know what was going on. So his friend must have been the one that was good, because he obviously was not the good one. But yeah, so I start getting some damage ticks there, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, red armor, but you're wounded. And then this guy starts popping shots at me, and I'm like, okay, man, let me get in close and use this Spitfire on you. So I end up spraying over there, getting some damage. They Loba ult, so I think the Loba was actually the good one. I start spraying over there again. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and loot up. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Give me a full red armor. And then I can hear him pushing. I'm like, are you seriously trying to do this? So I light him up there, and then I can hear the Loba coming, and I'm like, oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry to do this to you, but you're down. And then I can hear his buddy healing over here, and I'm like, what are you doing, my guy? So I go ahead and knock him, and I'm like, okay, one of them's got a self-res. I hear him tick it off, and I'm like, okay, man, one Pathfinder to another, you suck. And yeah, level 14. I got some celebratory. Got some celebratory celebrations in the background. Celebratory celebrations. Celebratory shouting in the background is what I should say.
A little stressful, not gonna lie. I thought it was just one dude. I thought it was just one guy. It was two. I was like, oh crap. Ooh, 8 kills, 1,882 damage. Woohoo! I love solo duos.
If you enjoyed the carnage, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all out in the frontier.